Manga la paya koma la korobate malama. Abiyang bato pating gamala soroma ya nondola mayoma kuliyana terema.
Hi guys, how are you doing? So my name is Humphrey. You can call me Carlblingx as well, and I'm taking over the podcast today. So I'm your new host.
Hi guys, my name is Carlblingx. I'm going to be the guest on today's podcast. Hi everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Tales from Tanga. I'm your host, Miss Carlblingx. This is another episode with one of the musicians that we have in Upper East. I'm going to allow him to do a freestyle, and we'll continue the conversation from there. Stick and stay with us.
Okay, so this is from my new song, Preach. It's in Kasem. So yeah, it goes like, when you wear pair, to prani gingala galsum, could there be galam and a billa palan could have banga could have killed a kaya boga and me, could have belly some bonachi charaka kasulikoi, a wemero kankatra, Kuna Kwamara, some Mochira, Nazaka Borotagana, Mapurpula, Mawe.
Translation, please. Because I also understand Kasem.
Yeah, so in simple terms, I'm just saying, let's be content with what God has given us. Let's work hard, don't take shortcuts. Work hard, do your best, and God will surely bless you. That's all.
That's amazing. So the song is out. What platforms is the song out on?
So it's on Paystax. It's also on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Boomplay, iTunes. It's on AudioMac, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere.
So go and download the song and listen. And like you said, that's a translation of the song.
Yeah.
If you need the rest of it, please reach out to me. Right. So let's get right into the conversation.
Okay.
For me and every other person who is watching, we want to know what inspired you to start music.
Okay, so I think music for me started when I completed junior high. So I used to sit in my mom's shop with my friend. We're waiting for results before we go to secondary school and all that. So we just listen to songs and then we try to like write our own rhymes and stuff like that. Then when I went to secondary school, I met friends who had like similar interests. So we used to perform like variety shows, sing people's songs, and started writing our own songs. And I always felt like I have a talent, and I try to like talk about things in my society and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's interesting. For a lot of people, senior high school is like the place to groom whatever talents you have going forward.
For sure.
So shout out to all our senior high entertainment teachers who took their time to give us the space to express ourselves.
Learned a lot.
Yeah. So for music, there's always a portion that is very personal, very unique to you.
Yeah.
What are some of the northern beats or sounds or rhythms that you try to include in your songs that make them stand out for you?
Okay. So I haven't used like the northern sound per se. I have a song coming out that I have some of the local drums infused in the beat. So that would be like the first time that like I'm doing something like that. But I use the language, and then I try to use like proverbs and then certain things that we say in our various societies, that if somebody hears it and then the person is from that part of the country, they can relate to it. So yeah.
That's interesting. So apart from proverbs and language, what would make your song unique? Because we know everybody's doing music.
Yeah, sure.
And the language, the tone of some of the songs, even those of us who understand the language, we are able to sing because of the language in the song. So what makes you unique?
I think I try to do music that you can relate to. So things that happen in our society. If you understand my language and you listen to the songs, from the song you can say, oh, I've seen this happen in my neighborhood, or I've experienced this before. So it's something that we can all relate to, and then hopefully something that somebody can learn from. This. Sometimes I put my personal experience in the songs, or like things that I've seen around me, maybe a family member or something happened in my neighborhood or in my society. So my songs are like, it talks about things that like you can relate to, like everyday life. Yes.
Right. That's interesting. Because if I'm able to relate with the song, I think that's the song I'll be jamming to more. Because it's something that I can really relate to.
Definitely.
I'm going to switch up a lot of things, but can you tell us an interesting childhood memory that you have?
So I remember.
Right,
I
he's laughing
remember.
already, so this is
Yeah.
good.
I remember. I think when I was a kid, I came to Accra for the first time, and to visit my auntie, so with my mom, and then we went out, and they bought palm wine. So it was so nice. I didn't know there was alcohol and could get you drunk. So I was taking this thing, and at the end of the day, I couldn't stand on my feet. So my mother had to carry me on her back to the house. So that was my first time, taking palm wine, and it wasn't a good experience, but it was fun.
So do you still drink palm wine?
Yeah, from time to time.
Okay. So that's another thing that he learned from childhood that he's taking. All right, music-wise.
Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest motivation?
I grew up listening to. My dad liked music, so I grew up listening to Daddy Lumba, but the people that inspired me most were Obrafo, Comfort Kwade, and then somebody like Michael Adamba, who's also from my side. Because I liked their storytelling in the music that they do, and I liked that they talk about things that you can relate to.
Right.
It's a story that when you sit down, there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. You can pick something from it. So those were like the people that inspired me, and then I tried to do music, in that same way, and hopefully somebody also gets inspired by what I do.
Yeah, because from the translation of the song, I'm already in love. I've listened to the song, but I don't speak as I don't understand too. But the rhythm, everything about the song, the vibe around the song is something that I enjoy. So I've listened. I've even used one of the songs for my TikTok video.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but knowing how to speak to your people from your perspective, from your point, and they being able to relate very well to the song. It's one of the things I admire a lot about musicians from Northern Ghana.
Sure.
It's always about who we are, how we grow up, what is happening around us, what we can do as individuals to either solve that, improve it, or just make it fun for us. And we relate very well to the song.
Sure.
And that's something that I love about every musician from Northern Ghana. So you guys are doing amazing. Yeah, keep up. Food. Because I know Navrongo people, you guys are all the way up there. Shout out to all my Navrongo people. I need more Navrongo friends. So please circulate the word. What's one of the foods you love from home?
So I saw Concorde on your page there,
Yeah.
and I was telling that I loved it so much because they used to serve Concorde in Notre Dame.
That's something I was really amazed by.
That was one of Friday morning breakfast.
Concorde for breakfast.
Concorde for breakfast. And you serve
Notre
garri,
Dame,
then you add Yazi to it and add the
administration
Concorde.
of Notre Dame. Shout out to you guys. You are doing amazing.
But Concorde is more like the frafra. I think we have our own version of it.
Okay.
But when it comes to our side, I don't really like teaser that much. I'm not.
I know they will come for you.
Yeah, they would. But I don't really like teaser that much. But teaser and then the bean leaf, they pound it and use it to do. So this green, that's what I like. But
We call
my
it
best
bean
food, my best food is rice balls with granule soup.
Oh, okay.
That's what I like. Any day, anytime.
Rice balls, granule soup. Okay. That's not bad. But I know they'll still come for you for the teaser.
Sure.
But that's interesting. Youth today. What's your message to youth today?
Where do I start from? Because there's a lot to talk about when it comes.
So start from where you're comfortable. Let's move from there.
Yeah, so I think social media is a problem for the youth today. We tend to believe everything that we see online.
Right.
But then there's a social media life and then there's a real life. And then we try to copy things that we also see online. And we don't sit down to look at ourselves and be like, okay, I know who I am, I know where I come from, and I can do A, B, C, and not do this.
Right.
So, and the other thing, I think we want to be successful so quick. And that's a very big, that's a very big problem.
Rich quick.
Yes, we are all busy chasing money, and sometimes we don't care what we have to do to get the money. So I think youth of today, like be content. Money is not everything. I know, yes, money, you all need money.
The last time someone made that statement, they said, before you can say money is not everything, get money first.
Yeah, sure.
And then you can make that statement.
It's very important to get money.
Yeah.
But don't get it at the expense of, like being a good person or losing yourself in the process of getting the money. Yeah, so that's what I can say. Yeah.
Because these days, I've had a lot of people say social media is a problem, social media is a problem.
Yeah.
And then someone told me this, said, how sure are we that things weren't happening then? It's just that they didn't have the means to record and put it online. But what's happening then?
Yeah, that's a good argument. Because, we're not exposed to all of these things.
Yeah.
But for now, everything, it happens and then the next thing is online. And, sometimes things that are not supposed to be online are like people are, having quarrels and you see husband and wife on TikTok. And I'm like,
dragging each other.
You can't do this, behind closed doors.
They live in the same house.
Exactly. And then you have to put a camera to your face.
And record your bedroom matters.
Exactly.
Post online fast.
It's bad. It's bad.
Alright, so comparatively, music in Accra and music of what's the difference for you?
I think the major difference is like language. That's one thing. So in Accra, Chi, English, and then Ga. I think Ga has its own thing somewhere.
It has its own genre.
Of Accra. But like Chi cuts across, English cuts across.
Right.
So it's like easy for you to penetrate if you do your music in these languages. But then back home, even in the Upper East, we have like so many languages.
Yeah.
So I do a song in Kassim, and then the Busa person doesn't understand me. Frafra person doesn't understand me. Somebody from the Boko side doesn't understand me. So we have different languages.
So there's too many barriers. Too
many barriers, So that's one thing, and I think in Accra too, like social media and then like radio and TV in general can propel you to a different height. Right. But then you can't get the same thing back home because I think it's a little bit limited to like, just the people, in the region. So yeah, that's the difference.
That's a take that every time I speak to somebody who is doing music, I've spoken to Cappuccino Novella and Ona Boy. They are recorders. It's easier for our people in Accra to relate to the music than the people in Accra. So if you are singing in Frafra, the Frafra people in Accra relate better to the song than the Ga people because they don't understand.
They don't understand. Yeah.
And we want originality. We want the songs to be unique to us.
Yeah.
However, we want the songs to reach the people that are around us.
Yeah.
So how do you keep these two and still try? Because it's a very difficult situation.
Yeah. It's difficult to navigate that because the person doesn't understand. So it's difficult for them to relate. They can just jump to the beat and the rhythm.
Yeah.
But then we also have songs that are hit songs globally and then we don't even understand
the language, right?
But then these are like one-off songs. You don't have that happening like a lot of the time. So yeah, you can have your song, blow up, but then the downside is also the language. So it's difficult to push you like with our local language.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult. But then I don't know, maybe we keep trying and then we hope that we get to break the barriers and
right.
Because
there are a lot of songs that we sing in Tree.
Yeah.
One in Ga.
Yeah.
Two that we don't even understand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the musicians sing in Tree, they sing in Ga.
Yeah.
We don't speak, but
we
jump to the song. So I hold the view that keeping the originality and allowing people see where you come from, the vibe behind what you are doing, and the genuinity in what you do is of importance for us to keep true to our roots and still get the songs to hold